At high level, most of the things being sold to you right now as an AI agent, they are just a chatbot with a new sticker on it. Same thing that answers your questions. They only renamed it and slapped agent on the box. And the annoying part is, from the outside, you honestly cannot always tell. Your email has an AI agent now. Your CRM has one. Your code editor has one. A few of those are the real thing, but a lot of them are just marketing. So let us actually settle it. What makes something a real agent? And how do you spot a fake in one look? Quick example, because this goes abstract fast otherwise. Let us say you email a store. The sole on my running shoes split. I want to return them. A normal AI chatbot reads that and writes back something useful. Sure, here is our return policy. Here is the link. Go fill out this form. Genuinely good answer. But notice, you still have to go and do the whole thing. An agent is the one that just does the return and comes back with done. Here is your confirmation. The gap right there, telling you what to do versus actually doing it. That is the whole video. And once you have the test, you start seeing it everywhere. So, what does an ordinary chatbot actually do under the hood? One message in, one message comes back, and it stops. It reads what is in front of it, predicts a reply, and it is done. Same mission from the earlier videos, right? One in, one out. And yes, the box can lie. We will get to that. Some things that look like a chatbot are hiding a real agent, and the other way around as well. For now, just hold on to the two behaviors answering versus acting. An agent changes two things. First, we do not hand it a message, we hand it a goal. Return these shoes. We are giving it the destination, not the steps. And the second, this is the big one, it does not answer once, it runs a loop. And the loop is just four little moves on repeat. Look at where things stand right now. Pick the single next step. Do that step. Look at what happened. And then go around again. Keep going until the goal is done or until it is genuinely stuck. Let us actually walk the shoe return through it because the loop is the whole idea. Goal: return the shoes. Round 1. It looks, and honestly, it does not even know which order this is yet. So it picks a step, find the order, does it, looks at the result. Okay. Order 7421, the running shoes. Round 2. It looks again. Can this even be returned? It picks, check if it's eligible. Does it? Looks. Yes. Round 3. Picks. File the return. Does it? Looks. The store sends back a confirmation. R318. Round 4. It looks. The confirmation says done. So it stops. Decide, do, look. Decide, do, look until it is done. That is an agent. Not a smarter brain, a plain model running in a loop, chasing a goal. Now, here is the part almost every explanation skips, and it is the single most important idea in this whole topic. So, stay with me for 30 seconds. When I said the agent files the return, the model did not file anything. The model cannot touch the world at all. It has no hands. The only thing a language model can ever do is output text. That's it. So, what actually happened in that loop? When it was time to file the return, the model just wrote some text, something like file return order 7421. And that is not the return. That is the model asking for it, a request. And that thing it is allowed to ask for, an action wired up to a real system. That is what people call a tool. And then completely separate code. The actual application wrapped around the model. What engineers call it the runtime. Reads that request, actually goes and does the thing, and hands the result back to the model to look at. So the real split is the model decides, the code does. And I know that sounds like a small technicality, but it is not. It changes everything. Because the model said file the return. It is not the same as the return happened. It can ask for something that never runs, or runs and fails, or does the wrong thing entirely. The asking and the happening are two different events. And I will just flag it now. Almost all the pain in real agent lives in that exact gap. That is the next video. Okay, if you want one picture in your head for what an agent feels like, here is the one that actually fits. An agent is like a really fast new junior on your team. Think about how you work with a good junior. You do not stand over them typing every keystroke. You give them a goal, you point them at the tools, and you let them figure out the steps. And they check back with you when they are unsure. That is exactly the loop we just built. So far, the picture is perfect. But here is where it breaks, and the way it breaks is the part you actually need to remember. 1. A junior makes mistakes at human speed. An agent makes them instantly. And at scale, it can fire off 50 wrong actions before you have even looked up. 2. And this is the one we keep coming back to. It is confidently wrong and it does not know it's wrong. Remember, the model is not checking reality, it is only predicting what a finished, correct looking answer sounds like. So it will finish the task, hand us a tidy, all done, and that can be quietly, completely wrong, said with the exact same confidence as when it is right. 3. It cannot actually be accountable. A junior owns their mistake. They learn. It is on them. An agent has no stake in any of this. So the responsibility never leaves you. Which is why the team shipping these seriously all put a gate on the actions that matter. And most often, the gate is just a human clicking yes on anything you cannot take back. Spends money, sends a message to a real person, deletes something. The agent can propose it. But a person approves it. The boring, reversible stuff, we let it run. The stuff we cannot undo, we keep our hand on it, literally. Right. So now we can go back and do the thing we opened with. Now you can walk past the hype because you have a real test and it is just three questions. 1. Does it actually act or does it just answer? If the thing only writes text back at you and you still go do the work, that is a chatbot. Does not matter what the box is, a real agent changes something out in the world. 2. Does it adopt or does it just run a fixed script? And let me define the other thing here. A workflow is a fixed path. Step 1, then step 2, then step 3. Same order every single time. Decided by a human in advance. That is automation. And it is great, but it is not an agent. An agent picks its next step based on what it just saw. If it's always does the same three things in the same order, no matter what happens, honestly, I would just call that a workflow, not an agent. And to be fair, it is more of a spectrum than a hard line. But for spotting the fakes, that test holds up. 3. Can it actually reach the world? Real tools wired to real systems with permission to use them. No tools, no reach, no agent. It is just a model talking to itself. And here is the honest part. Most agents you will run into fail at least one of these. And that is completely fine. A fixed workflow is very often the right tool. It is predictable. It is cheap. It does not surprise you. It is just not an agent. You are not sneering at it. You can just finally see what you are actually looking at. So let us pull the whole thing together. An agent is not a smarter model, and it is not every product with an AI sticker on it. It is the same model we have been talking this whole time. The next word predictor put inside a loop wrapped in code that can actually take actions, with a human standing on the actions that matter. And here is the thing I actually want you to walk away with. The intelligence of an agent, the thing that makes it genuinely useful, is not just the model being clever. The model matters, of course. A better model makes a better agent. But on its own, the model only ever picks the next step. It is the loop around it, the tools, the checking, the person on the scary bits, that turns those picks into a job actually getting done. Which is why, and you will notice this everywhere, two teams can take the exact same model, and one of them ships an agent that is genuinely useful, and the other ships a mess. Same brain, completely different loop. Now, I skipped something on purpose. We kept a human on the dangerous actions. We wired up the tools. We let it run. But if you have ever actually used one of those, you know the real question. Even with all of that, why do they still fail so often? Why does the confident, tireless junior get stuck, go in circles, or quietly do the wrong thing? And what do you actually do about it? That is the next one. See you there.